Welcome to the Impact Zone, where stories change your mindset and transform your life.
In every person's life, there comes a moment when they start believing they are not good enough. Sometimes, people laugh at our weaknesses so much that we begin to hate ourselves. But what if the very thing you think is your weakness is actually your greatest strength? Today's story teaches us that nobody is useless in this world. Even our flaws can create beauty if we look at them differently. Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village surrounded by green fields and mountains, there lived a hard-working farmer. Every single morning before sunrise, he woke up early, picked up a wooden stick, and walked toward a distant well to bring water home. The farmer carried 2 clay pots tied to both ends of the wooden stick. One pot was perfect, smooth, shiny, and strong. The other pot had a small crack on its side. Because of that crack, water slowly leaked out while returning home. Every day, the farmer filled both pots with fresh water from the well and carried them back home on his shoulders. The journey was long and tiring, and by the time they reached home, the cracked pot had already lost half of its water. The perfect pot was proud of itself. It loved showing how full it remained after every journey. But deep inside, it looked down on the cracked pot and silently considered itself better. One morning, while walking back from the well, the perfect pot finally spoke. It looked at the cracked pot and said proudly, "Look at you. Half your water is gone again. You're completely useless." The cracked pot stayed silent. It didn't answer back, but those harsh words deeply hurt its feelings. For the first time, it started thinking maybe it truly had no value. Days passed, but nothing changed. Every morning the perfect pot mocked the cracked pot, and every evening the cracked pot returned home feeling ashamed and broken inside. Slowly, sadness filled the cracked pot's heart. It hated the crack on its side. It wished it could become perfect like the other pot. One cold morning, the cracked pot could no longer hide its pain. Tears rolled down its surface as it softly whispered to the farmer, "Master, I want to say something." The farmer stopped walking and gently asked, "What happened, my friend? Why do you sound so sad today?" The cracked pot spoke with pain in its voice. "I feel ashamed of myself. Every day, because of my crack, I lose half the water before reaching home. Your hard work goes to waste because of me." The farmer listened quietly while walking slowly down the dusty path. The morning sunlight touched the trees as the cracked pot continued speaking. "I wish I were perfect," the cracked pot said sadly. "Then I could help you properly. I'm tired of disappointing you every day." The farmer smiled softly after hearing those words. There was kindness and wisdom in his eyes. "Oh, is that what has been troubling you?" he asked gently. The cracked pot lowered its head in shame. "Yes," it whispered. "Please forgive me for being broken." The farmer shook his head and smiled warmly. "You don't need forgiveness, my little friend. Tomorrow I want you to observe something carefully during our journey home." The next morning arrived. Birds sang in the trees as the farmer carried both pots to the well, like always. The cracked pot still felt nervous and confused. After filling both pots with water, the farmer started walking home again. This time he softly said, "Today, look carefully at your side of the road." The cracked pot looked down while walking. Suddenly, its eyes widened with surprise. Beautiful flowers were blooming all along its side of the path. Bright red roses, yellow sunflowers, pink lilies, and colorful wildflowers danced gently in the cool morning breeze. For a moment, the cracked pot forgot it. It admired the beautiful flowers glowing under the golden sunlight. The road looked magical. Butterflies flew around the flowers, while tiny birds chirped happily in the trees above. As they continued walking, the cracked pot felt something it hadn't felt in a long time: happiness. But when they finally reached home, the cracked pot noticed again that half its water was gone. Instantly, its sadness returned. "I still failed," it whispered quietly. "Even today I couldn't bring a full pot of water." The farmer gently placed both pots on the ground and looked kindly at the cracked pot. "My dear friend," he said softly, "you still don't understand your true value." The cracked pot looked confused. "What do you mean?" it asked. The farmer pointed toward the road behind them. "Did you notice something special about those flowers?" The cracked pot thought carefully before answering. "Yes, all the flowers were only on my side of the road." The farmer smiled proudly. "And do you know why?" The cracked pot slowly shook its head. It had no idea what the farmer was trying to say. The farmer explained gently, "Many months ago, I noticed your crack. I knew water leaked from your side every day. So I planted flower seeds all along your side of the path," the farmer continued with a smile. The cracked pot listened carefully, while tears slowly formed in its eyes once again. "Every day while returning home," the farmer said, "you watered those seeds little by little, without even realizing it. And because of you," the farmer continued, "this entire road became filled with beautiful flowers." The cracked pot was speechless. For years, it believed its crack made it weak. But now it realized that same crack had created beauty everywhere. Tears of sadness turned into tears of joy. For the first time in its life, the cracked pot felt proud of itself. The farmer looked lovingly at the cracked pot and said, "Your weakness never made you useless. In fact," the farmer smiled, "your weakness became the reason happiness and beauty grew along this path." The cracked pot finally understood that being different does not mean being worthless. Sometimes, the things we hate most about ourselves can become the reason something beautiful happens in the world. Friends, nobody in this world is perfect. Every person carries flaws, scars, pain, and weaknesses inside them. But your imperfections do not reduce your value. Sometimes your struggles can inspire others, heal hearts, or create unexpected beauty. Stop comparing yourself to others. A flower and the sun are both beautiful, even though they are completely different. Never hate yourself because of your flaws. Instead, learn to see the hidden purpose behind them. Always remember this powerful lesson. You are not broken. You are simply unique in your own beautiful way. Sometimes, the cracks inside us are exactly what allow goodness, kindness, and beauty to grow into the world.